Cool. No one's here yet. Excellent. Hey, K-Buns. You don't have to rush. I know you're busy on Thursdays. I have a plan. I know I said I wasn't coming on today, but I have a plan. And it's not going to last very long. And, I'm gonna entertain you guys while I go do something real fast because my cat just finished eating. Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave you with this beautiful jewel here. Also, it'll help me see if my sound's working. Test my levels. Way too many.
Hi there, I'm Anna, Confidence Queen. This is my personal videographer, Mr. John. He helps me so much and I never thank him properly. The day John broke the news to me about his wedding, I lied and said, I'm sick, can't go. But the truth is 45 years and my life is still trying to forget that great big crush I have on my editor, John. And I realized quickly when I knew I should that John doesn't like me like I wish he would. And I'm just a big fool, so I try to Photoshop with a shaky hand to blur it all out. What's on my body? Oh, compression garment flashing.
Ooh, yummy. Welcome to grad students. Wow.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside, rooftop alone, bottle of wine, get real high, and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And
I might have turned that off.
I say, John's got a wife, and I say,
I can't transition, sorry.
I say, John's got a wife, and I cry. Oh my God, do I cry? I cry every night for John's attention. Oh, and I lie. Oh my God, do I lie? I lie all the time about my true intentions. Oh, and I say, he didn't invite me anyway. And I say, I say, I'm definitely sick with the flu, okay? I said I had the flu. I said I had the flu. But I was drunk on a rooftop, spinning around like a sad disco ball. Crotches flashing, can't angle the camera at all. No John, no steady shot, no magic erase tool. Just me and the wind and my broken heart in this stool. Just keep it inside, learn how to hide your feelings.
Alright, we're gonna end that quick. This is the Glitter Files. I think you can still see it. This is the Glitter Files. I don't need these right now. I just needed something to play for you guys while I went and let my cat out of the room. But, hello, Nilin. I think I say your name wrong every time. Hello, Janet. Hello, K-Buns. Hello, Four Paws on a Book. Hello, Feral Scientist. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Little Pink Velvet. Yep, got it. Hello, Shanorama. Hello, Vogris. Y'all know I can't say names. Hello, Teddy Pigs. Hello, Rex. Hello, Yami. Welcome to the grad students. Hello, Ashandre. Dara? Damn it. Idiot Witch. Hello. Bluck? I have the curse of the ats, so if I'm not saying the name that you're used to being heard by, that's because I don't have your real name anymore. Hey, BJ. Good to see you here. This was Glitter Files' song. How did they make it? I thought you had to, like, tag it if you used AI. I'm going to... I don't know, maybe that is their singing voice. Doubt it. So, let me put the link down here for you guys. Yeah, I think YouTube's going ats. We're all getting the ats eventually. Oh, hey, I got both of my scrunchies. I was wondering where my scrunchies keep going. No, I'm not a little bit surprised that Yami plays a Malkavian. Not even this much surprised. Hello, Cloak on Cloak. All right, so here's the thing. After watching this, I actually want to do. I've watched Omegon do this a few times. What are you doing? Okay, cool. He does these research streams, and I've sat in on a couple of them. They're kind of fun. They're just kind of chill. I used to call you McFarland. So I added my first name. Oh, there you go. Yes, hello, buddy trolls. Yeah, Google and YouTube are on a... You got all the way up to Prime. Wow, all right. Oh, no, you're... Okay, sorry, that's not... Good Lord, Nilin. How do you... Look, I never played Malkavian. I played a Malkavian once. It was fun. It was a very serious Malkavian. Because, you know, I have to be contrary. I cannot imagine being, like, the clan leader from Clan Malkavian in a city. There are so many other things I would rather do. I actually was Prince. I'd rather be Prince again of an entire city than try to wrangle Clan Malkavian. Anyway. Yami says, I see I've found my people. So, all right. I did see Lindsay's video. I'm not going to go over it. We might go over we can go over the actual little video, but we're going to switch over to Rosee. This is not a Glitter and Lasers research stream, but a little tutorial for this world. Yeah, I always get, when people like pick clans for me, I always get shoved into Ventrue, and I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what that means. I still haven't cleaned this. Oh well. If I get trench mouth, I know where it came from. I guess we could go over this real fast. I'm not going to adjust it too much. This is, I haven't finished Lindsay's video on this because I realized what was going on about halfway through Lindsay's video, and I want to get properly irritated on my own because I could also hear Lindsay was not pleased, and there's reasons to not be pleased here. But if this is your... Shut up. If this is your first time going through one of Glitter's cycles, through one of Anna's cycles, welcome. This would be a very classic phase 1 for her. Does that mean she's done with her other phases? No, Anna can keep multiple balls in the air for a little while. They'll eventually all drop, like you saw with the death of the podcast. But Anna likes to have, I guess spinning plates is more a good example, but Anna likes to have several projects running at the same time. Not because she's particularly good at keeping multiple projects going at the same time. It's just, I believe she has ADHD. I just don't like it when she tries to like milk it. Anyway, we knew back when she started the strong woman thing, because actually we knew when she came out of her 4th surgery for her lipedema. Doesn't she look great, guys? We knew when she came out of that surgery that she was going to go back on some form of a GLP-1 because she had said so. But she stated then, yeah, because money. This is a money. This is on TikTok, by the way. But she had stated then around the time of her 4th surgery, around the end time of her 4th surgery, that she was going to go back on a GLP-1 because she was going to be using it to control her inflammation. Because when she had come off of the GLP-1 last time to be able to start having her surgeries, that's when she realized how much pain control she had from the GLP-1 that she had been on up to that point, because it was controlling her inflammation for her. There's plenty of research now showing that GLP-1s do help with inflammation, so she's not wrong. It's just she was never on GLP-1s for inflammation before, right? And so when she came out of her lipedema surgeries and then stated that she was going to go back on the GLP-1, she could have just been honest and said she was going back on the GLP-1s for weight loss purposes. Doesn't she look great, guys? But apparently now she is... Who is she? She's partnering with or getting sponsored by Amazon One Medical. So she's now being sponsored through Amazon, I'm guessing. And she is, yeah, this is an ad for Reels because it says #ad in it. Wow, she's actually flagging it correctly. But now that she can get paid for this, now suddenly this is a weight loss drug again. So before I play this, she says, again, this is over on her TikTok right now. This says, Amazon One Medical makes sense for my busy life. She's so busy, you guys. It's modern primary care that actually fits my schedule, making it the perfect choice for me while I work on leveling up. #ad. I can book same day or next day appointments, meet with my provider remotely or in person, and manage it all through the One Medical app. Click the link in my bio to see how easy it is to get started with personalized care that fits your life. So it sounds like Amazon is opening up a med spa. I'm surprised kind of that they hadn't already. Why is that? Anyway, we'll fix it later. So this is Anna's ad for Amazon One, which I'm going to assume is who has been providing her current GLP-1. I don't know what variety she's on. I probably could dig a little harder and find out. I'm going to be so upsetty spaghetti. Like I said, I half watched this through Lindsay's, and then when I realized what was happening, I was like, oop, I gotta pause. Midwest, oop, gotta go. Sad moai noises. Aw, that's bad. Amazon's had a pharmacy for a while, and I know that because they keep trying to get me to transfer my prescriptions there, and I don't really want to. So I'm actually trying to get away from Amazon, but yeah. So you want Glitter to fail? I don't want Glitter to fail. I just want her to be honest. Wow, B Babo? It's a hell of a name. Hello, how are you? I've evolved from Malk to Gangrel because, why not? Yeah, Cloak Uncloak. Where's the dog and why is Dog Mom removed from the Insta? And I haven't checked her TikTok to see if it's not there anymore. But yeah. All right, if you've slipped in and I haven't said hi to you, hello, how are you? But this is... What, Sweet Pea? You didn't eat all your food. I had to put it up. You're going to have to wait now. All right, so let's get this watched.
Talk. It's time for me to level up. As y'all know, I've been using a low dose of a GLP-1 as part of my treatment plan. But
How would we know that? Because literally, I have to remind people that you briefly mentioned that on an exhale at one point in one of your videos after your 4th surgery. And you've never mentioned it, as to my knowledge, anywhere else. And you sure as hell don't talk about it ever as any form of care, pain management or weight loss. I'm keeping that smug ass face. We're keeping that face. We're screenshotting that print screen. Oh yeah. I have a funny set of skits I want to start doing. Can you not really? What if you screw up this recording session? I swear to God, I'm going to be irritated. Yeah? Okay. You know what? That's perfect. You stay right there. Right there where no one can see you. Can you guys see her? Yes. What can I do for you? I gave you lunch. You ate it, remember? You ate your lunch already. And I need to clip your nails. Anyway, I don't remember what I was doing.
recently, I decided to increase that dose. And now I'm focusing on fat loss.
Now I'm focusing on fat loss. She really thinks she's a hell of an actress.
I'm partnering with One Medical to make it happen.
Pain loss just got less painful. Now Amazon Prime members. Ooh, I'm a Prime member. I can. No. Your claws are not clipped. It hurts. It hurts when you do that. Amazon Prime members can add a One Medical membership for only $100 a year. Heck yeah. Is that like insurance? Is it anything like insurance? I love you so much. I really wish I knew what you wanted.
I specifically chose One Medical because of their 360 medical approach to treatment. This is not about getting smaller. This is about getting healthier. I just want to get deeper in my...
It's never about weight loss, though. It's never about weight loss until it's totally about weight loss and she starts showing us all of the pictures of all the weight she lost. Baby child. What? That's a face. Hi. I'm going to hold your hand. How about that? Why? Is the compression working if it's got giant ass holes in it?
Squat. To do that, I want to make sure I have a provider I can work with.
It's see-through. And you can see that she doesn't have anything on under it. I'm horrified. Anna, wear clothes, for God's sakes. No one wants to see your fucking camel toe.
Access to referrals to a nutritionist and other providers as I need them, and a health-first approach to this journey.
I really wish she'd quit doing whatever the fuck she thinks this is, because it just looks dumb. I love you, but you really have to stop now. You want to come sit in my lap? Come sit in my lap. Come on. Lap. There. Now you're mostly the center of my attention. There. How's that? There we go. Anyway.
I am still very serious about my training, and I don't want to
This is amazing.
lose any of this muscle.
Oh no. Go back.
One thing
No, you're gonna let me pause on
I'm
that.
still very serious about my training, and I don't want to lose any of this muscle.
Look at all that muscle, you guys. Just look at that muscle. Look at it. Stare into it. Absorb it into your brain. Tattoo it across your frontal lobe. Look at that muscle. Look at it. Now I sound like Lindsay. All right. I forgot to eat. Don't forget to eat. Don't come in here and not eat. Is the muscle in the room with us? Knock 3 times if the muscle is here.
One thing I really like.
She really fucking thinks she's got muscle on. I mean, all right, look, she probably does. Even Alona has said she probably does have muscle. The problem is she's got so much fat. You can't see it.
Liked about One Medical is that they don't rush you in appointments. I have a complicated medical history, and I need time.
And I need to make more shit up so that I have more excuses for why I can't. Hey, there's the dog! Like he blends into her shirt. He exists. Lindsay. I had to quit watching your video so that I could come watch this. You thought I sounded like Scar? Scar kind of has a little bit of the... Scar has the same problem I do. She kind of picks up bits and pieces of accents the more she moves around. But she is strong AF.
To unpack that with the provider. Plus,
I like how she's wearing scarves now no matter what she's wearing or what she's doing, because she thinks that she thinks by wearing the scarves, like, we are not going to know that her neck is... Maybe it makes her feel better.
I can get my medications delivered.
Add a prescription. Yeah, Amazon's had a pharmacy for a while now. But...
right to my door from Amazon Pharmacy, so it's just easier. Also, my schedule is just all over the place, so the fact that I can book same...
Don't I seem authentic when I do that? It's just easier. She needs to take some improv classes. That's what she needs.
day or next day appointments or even virtually with the provider just makes it work. I chose One Medical because it made starting this next phase of my journey a lot easier without compromising my medical care. I'm sending.
This is a scale. This is her scale. Why she doesn't have it face up, I don't know. I don't know who does this with their scale, but this is her scale. Look at the size of this thing. And she's still wearing these fucking compressions.
Sensitive to conversations about my weight, so I decided to track my progress with a DEXA scan versus a scale. That'll allow me to focus on fat loss.
So somebody's filming her.
But more on that later.
But more on that later. This is totally a natural thing that I do. More on that later. She's so fucking fake.
So
not improv, Anna? Could you imagine doing improv with her?
So click the link in my bio to learn more about One Medical and see how easy it is to get started with healthcare that just fits your life. And stay.
Can somebody drop the link to Lindsay's channel in the chat? That would be amazing. It could be a post-edit Zoom, that's true.
Stay tuned here because I'll be sharing more of my journey along the way. Because we need to talk. It's time.
Ah, that was almost smooth. And I don't know if that was editing or if that was just TikTok. That was almost perfect. Think of the scale of that scale again. Exactly. The problem is even from the underneath of it, people are going to be able to figure out what scale it is. Why was it upside down? She didn't want us to see that it was the 750-pound model. I know, Miss Camps. I mean, people are going to figure that out. It's fucking huge. Anyway. Also, we already know that Amber Lynn bought the exact same scale, so you should pay attention to Girl World, Anna. You wouldn't get embarrassed by it. All right, look. Here's a thing that I will say. I will say this because I have been here for this cycle before. I have been here for this. Usually, Anna buries this deep down on her Instagram in the very last paragraph of a 9-paragraph epic that she writes on a picture that has fuck all to do with anything even remotely close to weight loss. This time, she's got a whole ass video that is on her TikTok. And her TikTok is her largest platform. So Daddy Amazon must be throwing a lot of money at her because she does not advertise things on her TikTok unless there's a lot of money behind it. Or unless she's getting money directly. If you'll notice, the only real things you ever see on TikTok that aren't her shit directly or her being like, follow my links, is the Starbies, and it will now be Amazon. So she's getting a shit ton of money here. I don't know what that means. I kind of like her nail polish color though. Thank you guys for putting Lindsay's channel in there. Ow, 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 ow. Pinched my finger. And now my mods are fighting over which one of them gets to post the link. Does this mean Amazon watches her socials? I don't know, Itsuwatsu. I guess we'll find out. I don't know. Tempted to check out Water Talk. Water Talk's entertaining. I don't know how I feel about Water Talk. I mean, people are drinking water, but at what cost? All right, so the real reason we are here is not to critique Anna and her... Okay, look. She's been on this low-dose GLP-1. Here's my question. What if, because I don't know, but what if she didn't start off low-dosing with Amazon? What if she started low-dosing with whoever she had been with prior to surgery and then approached or was approached by Amazon to switch to them when she upped her dose, and they were like, hey, we'll up your dose, because she hasn't lost weight, which is absolutely stunning considering how active she is compared to the rest of the girls, and all of the surgeries she's had. So what if this is a recent her Amazon collaboration here? What if this is recent and it hasn't been going on since... When was her final surgery? Mid-year-ish? Late? Yeah, mid-ish year. So, I don't know. Hey, Nikki. I'm playing once human and just dying when I can... But, so, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how long this lasts. We'll see if we'll ever see this again. Amazon was the first person to comment on this TikTok. I was about to call it a tweet. So, Easter. It was Easter time. Yes, that is true, Tamara. She has no burnable fat left, so she's just going to be burning muscle. Oh no, you guys. She's going to lose all of her muscle gains by going on to the GLP-1 higher dose. Because it just goes straight for the muscles. She's going to start eating... She's going to have to eat twice as many protein snacks now, you guys. She's going to have to eat all the protein snacks. Every time I see it, this is that little girl. Snacks! God. She posted on Easter Sunday from Utah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. TikTok, tweet, ski, whatever they're called on the X Everything app. Yeah. So she's been on a low dose of GLP-1 since Easter. Aroundish Easter time. And it's what, December? So nope, don't you dare. So this is progress. This is low dose of GLP-1, hiking, being fairly active with the hiking, and doing strong woman training. Now, I understand that exercise does not equal weight loss. I get that part. I do. She claims she's cleaned up her diet. I know people have gone after her for her Thanksgiving meal. I'm not going to go after people for celebration meals like that. Even people like her, I'm not going to go after them for that. It's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas, even Easter dinners. I'm not coming after you for that. But the giant ass box of frozen pizzas, the 4 boxes of fucking muffins, and I guess now she's got like a low level of gluten intolerance or something stupid like that I need to dig into because I've been ignoring her for a little bit and I really shouldn't have, but no. But yeah, I'm not coming after her for Thanksgiving, but getting caught up. Yeah, my cat was very determined to be part of the stream here at the beginning. Anyway, this is the result of May, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, we just started December, so what, 7 months of a GLP-1 plus more exercise than she's had in a long time, plus 4 surgeries that were all liposuction. This is what you get. And there are people who are claiming that without the filters, she is literally the same size she was at her heaviest. What are you doing, Anna? So, I find it really funny right now. Health for humans is all about supplements and chemical drugs, and for pets, it's all about whole foods. Man. Only horns. I'm so sorry. She's desperate for a good after photo at the 1-year mark of her torso surgery, so she's scrambling to lose weight before Easter. Yeah, probably. I don't believe she's been on a hike since the trip to Oregon, which I think was in September. Possibly. I don't think she's talked about hiking in a while. Something about unicorns. Ah, no, Honey Bison and Angelica are alive. Ah, crap. Well, I'm still going to do my research stream. But I understand if people leave. Can't compete with that. But I'm also going to switch over to Rosee, so I also understand if people don't want to stick around for Rosee. So we are going to go... That was not that. I'm just going to reuse this. I'm going to go to Rosee's channel because I don't think she's pulled anything down yet. And I want to see what we can find on Rosee's channel. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning of the year with Rosee. Ooh, I might have to switch over to my super secret identity though, because I need to be... Hang on, you guys. I don't want you to see who I am. Switch account. Switch to that account. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Cool. Yeah. Alright, so I wanted to come here because I wanted to look at what she's posted for the past year. And I know she's deleted stuff, and I know stuff has been pulled, so I just kind of want to see what's been left behind. So that's where we're at. And it's not like we're going to sit here and watch hours and hours and hours of stuff. I'm going to probably skip through things a lot, assuming I can find the beginning of it. God damn, she streams a lot. Holy shit. And the reason I want to do this is because I was watching Omegon's year in review for Amber, and I watched the first episode. And oh my god, you guys, I was trying to figure out why I was so burned out. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little burned out with Girl World. And I was like, Jesus, why am I so burned out? You guys, do you have any idea how much shit happened in January? Just so much happened in January. And then he moved on to like almost April in that first video. And I mean, so much happened. And I was like, no wonder why I'm burned out. There was just a lot going on. So, you guys. Tiny blue sock. Yeah, I haven't done... I really just have this account so that she doesn't see that I'm following her under my main account. But I know, and that was just Amber. So and one of the things that happened was, okay, that's a year ago, which would make it November. No, we're in December. One of the things that happened was this one sending Emily I'm sorry that people think you're this one sending Emily messages was part of January, I believe. And I was like, oh yeah, Rosee, I forgot. So I was like, he doesn't do. I don't think he's gonna do a year in review for Rosee. He might, but I was thinking maybe we could, or I could put together a brief year in review for Rosee, and just kind of see. Oh yeah, I forgot she was streaming in vertical. Fuck. Streamed a year ago, but what does that mean? Okay, so this is from November 12th, 2024. Help me do math. I want January. I just want January. So I don't actually want to go that far back. All right, let's go to 12 months ago. 11 months ago. So if this is November, this would be December, right? Oh yeah, this is when she started that job. There's no sound. I have it muted, so don't worry. But she started the job in December.
Hey Gigi, Angela, Donna, Aiden, B. I'm sorry, it looks like someone said they had the flu.
The rolling chairs is the
Kids
one
have
who
the
really
flu. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Aiden. Hello.
Yeah, I forgot she was still doing this in vertical. Oops. Well, good thing you can't see my name. This is a little colored circle. Okay, I want to go back. And I want to pull this out.
Like, don't you think, like, why?
Apparently, Amber deleted a video a long time ago. And Salty found it. So I was watching it. Let's see, which one's this going to be? And I was watching it. There we go. But this is where we want to be. All right, cool. So, all right, I'm trying to trying to find January. Look how, all right, seriously though, unless she's using filters, she might be using filters, but unless she's using filters, look how thin her face is compared to her current streams. All right, this is December 14th. We're looking at Rosee, Quirky Love Rosee. I watched Rosee do 6 perfume pump sprays for her date. Eugh. Her current date? The current girl she's dating? All right, here's Christmas leftovers for dinner and cleaning. All right, so that's Christmas. There we go. Happy New Year. Wah! I decided to look for that. Excellent.
Oh.
Egg salad. Streamed on December 31st. That's good enough. I don't know. Why am I getting comedy links for this? All right, so here's Rosee on the 31st of December, 2024, going into 2025. Tiny, has Roz ever had a go at you like she has with Zachary, Michael, and Pulpy? No, because I'm not big enough of a channel for her. She doesn't like to go after smaller channels because we're not significant enough. That and when she comes after me, I usually end up making videos about her that are a little too rough for her to counteract. I'm not trying to be too much big of a dick, but I mean, I'd like for her to go over one of my videos and come at me point for point and explain to me how she's not doing certain things, but you know, I have been released from my oatmeal prison. You poor thing. She's gained steadily, but she won't hear it or believe it. I know, but look at her. Well, okay, she's half naked right now, but she's got a serious case of front, but she's always had that. It's Iwatsa. She's gained weight. She has one of the weirder body shapes. But I don't really want to get into her body shape too much. What I do want is what's the overall... I don't really care. Well, I do care about her chat, but what I care more about is the transcript. And yes, I have Led Zeppelin in my head. Yeah, she only goes after the big creators for clout, so I highly doubt she'll come after me anytime soon. She went after Nerfy. Oh, we need to look at Nerfy's videos. I need to remember to do that. Where's my shit? I never have my notepad with me. She went after Nerfy for a little while there, just because she could, because she thought she could go and bully smaller channels. But around the time she started going after Nerfy was around the time Charlie Gold started noticing her more, and Zachary hadn't started making videos about her yet, but Charlie noticed roughly around the same time that Nerfy was making videos. So she started picking on Nerfy, and it backfired, and Charlie made a video about her. And then Zachary, a couple months after that is when Zachary started making videos about her. And then Nerfy just took a step back from the internet in general. That had nothing to do with Rosee. And, but Rosee stopped calling Nerfy out by name after Zachary and Charlie started making videos about her. And now she's just decided that Zachary Michael she's effectively accused him of cyber stalking her. I don't think she's had a go at Charlie too much yet. And I know she's said some shit about Pulpy, but I haven't really been paying that much attention, which is kind of the other point of this. But we're just going to kind of skim through the transcripts and see if anything sounds interesting here. Because I can't remember when and where she gets hit or when she says dumb shit, basically. So, also, I would not want to go toe-to-toe against me. Oh, why? Oh, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. Corky's content now. I'm Carl. I don't care. My name's changed. Oh. P.S. I'm Carl. I don't know why. Oh, because I have my channel's been cursed with the ats. So if whatever your at name is what you get to be here. She stole an idea from Pulpy. Oh yeah, the I'm jazzed. I know she stole that from Pulpy, yeah. She should be scared of Charlie. I wouldn't want to go toe-to-toe. I wouldn't want to go toe-to-toe with Charlie. And I was here for when Charlie fucked up. And I have respect for that. Like, let's just experiment and ended up getting copywritten because of the background music at the restaurant. Okay. Made a comment. I forgot who thought my YouTube channel made a comment about authentic Mexican. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Wilson? Oh, terrible. Terrible. Oh my god, she's wearing that dumbass hat. I forgot about this stupid
comment.
hat.
I forget who. I think it was someone on my YouTube channel made a comment about
Can I
like
pop this out? Nope.
Authentic Mexican food. What I ate was not authentic Mexican food. In fact, that's why I oh, Carmen, I think I have heard of that song. Okay. It was really just bad food. Like, it just wasn't good. I don't normally, like, shocker, look at me. I don't normally throw away food if I order out. Like, it has to be
No one believes that. It's okay. We believe you, big girl.
bad. And that was some of like the worst Mexican food I've ever had. It's pretty bad.
Did she get drunk in this one?
And I just didn't want to, because like there was nothing technically wrong with the food besides the fact that it was bad. So like,
Read Nikki's comment. The stream after she fights with Amber after being in Emily's comments is what a day, January 28th for reference. Come back here. Do I still have Notepad open? I do. No, I don't. Cool. Thank you, Nikki. I was actually going to hit you up. Are you on Discord, Nikki, or are you just on X? Twitter.
Cashier lady, she really barely, like, I was trying to ask her questions about the menu, and there was such a severe language barrier. I was like, people were like, get a refund. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that this time. Like, I'm not gonna do that from a small business, and just because the reason is I didn't like the food. Like, if there was something actually wrong with it, that's one thing. Like, if it wasn't cooked right, if it, like they served raw meat right, or the food wasn't edible for some reason. Oh god, I hate fireworks. I hope I don't hear fireworks. Then I would have done that. I would have done that, but
you're on Discord. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up on Discord if I can find you.
That's why I was like, that day I was like, I'm not getting a refund. I don't want to deal with fireworks. They stress me the fuck out.
What are you, a cat? I've only had one cat that didn't like fireworks, and it was kind of funny. Funny in a you can't reason with a cat kind of a way, but he would hear the fireworks and he'd start to growl at the window, and then we'd put him in a closet because it's a cat. What are you gonna do? Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm sorry, I stopped it too soon.
Aw, thanks, Zayel. I appreciate that.
Hang on, wait for it.
Because I have PTSD and fireworks trigger the shit out of me.
Look, I hate people like this. My paternal grandfather had PTSD to the point where we couldn't go to fireworks. And it actually progressively got worse over time, because I remember as a child being able to go to fireworks with him in downtown, and then as I got older, it actually bothered him more. So as he got older, the fireworks bothered his PTSD more. But he also came from a generation that was prior to us diagnosing GIs with PTSD. So when people like this do this shit, it just kind of, this triggers me. Because it's like, no, you don't like loud noises. You don't think someone's dropping a literal bomb on your head. Just, it irritates me. Nobody likes it when someone walks up behind them and makes a loud noise or claps their hands or shouts. No one really likes that. That's unless you're at a haunted house. But that's why jump scares work. Because we don't instinctually like to be startled, right? You don't have PTSD because you don't like being startled by loud noises. That's just human instinct. So I need people to quit doing that. I have PTSD because I don't like loud noises. Of course you don't like loud noises. You're human. No one likes loud noises. Animals don't like loud noises. Nobody does. Anyway. You're not literally ducking for cover because you think somebody is trying to kill you. There's the difference. Anyway. All right. Where was that? 1519? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Why don't I have a? Oh, because I'm... No, why don't I have a... There it is. Oops. I'm gonna keep track of that so I can remember to have that ran again later. Alright. Every emotion for the girls is a condition. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, I felt a strong emotion. I have PTSD. No, you don't. She has whey protein PTSD. Not yet, but she will. Yeah, exactly, Porcelain Requiem. Your spouse has genuine PTSD. I mean, you can have PTSD and not have been, in the service. I mean, there are ways to have it. It's just not every fucking thing in the world is PTSD. Yeah, it's just incredibly, yeah, exactly, Bin Juju. It's incredibly reductive of people, of people's genuine suffering from PTSD. No, I know you didn't mean me. You have something to do while you scrub your shower? Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll turn on a live and listen to it. Fuzzy Buzzy says you have it from abuse and loud noises can trigger your anxiety. Yeah. I don't think that's what she means. I don't think that's what she means. Roz posted to Instagram. Cool. Go grab that. Nikki does the Lord's work here. That hat makes she stopped wearing this hat, thankfully.
Because I have PTSD and fireworks trigger the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right. What else have we got? I do have vodka. I could make some mixed drinks tonight for drinking. I could theoretically do that. Talking about drinking. I never ran the dishwasher. Running the dishwasher takes 4 hours? Talking about vodka. Talking about getting drunk. I don't really... What is she saying?
I don't really get drunk. I don't know. I like metabolize alcohol really fast.
You don't get drunk because your body mass. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. That's how alcohol works. I'm dying for the steak to warm up. I haven't seen... Oh, Wicked. Happy New Year, Carmen. I could drain some pineapple juice out of some pineapple tidbits for drinks. Don't tell me you're going to do pineapple and vodka. Ugh. Yeah, strawberry starburst with some of this vodka. I'm thinking this is much faster than just watching the video. I got this idea from Scar with the Foodie Beauty videos. This is funny.
Do not text your ex Happy New Year. None of you. Exes are exes for a reason. Don't be texting your exes. Lord.
That aged well. Don't be faking being your exes either. I don't have any New Year's resolutions. I noticed that with a lot of the girls. I don't think any of the girls make New Year's resolutions. It's just fake tarot card readings, reviews. Ah, I gotcha. She tried to DoorDash Rex until her car got hit. Starburst. Yeah, that was me. Sorry. Starburst. I posted her IG screen grab in the server under her channel. Cool. Her PTSD must come and go like her. Yeah, exactly. It is like Cliff Notes. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was probably no music, but... And sometimes when her chair rolls across the floor, it translates that noise as being noise as being applause. So that's kind of entertaining. But you know, you get the gist. So I haven't I've never ever heard of Better Than Sex mascara. Am I allowed to say that these days? I don't know. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here anymore. This is her talking about blocking her DoorDash using that app that she apparently never used. Oh, is she trying to DoorDash some wine? Play.
Okay, so I'm thinking about getting some wine.
I'm skipping around.
Do they have the Moscato that I like, though? I don't see it. I don't remember. It's in a blue bottle. I think it starts with an R. No, they don't have it. Rip. That's a really cheap Moscato. I wonder if it's any good. $7? Veneto Moscato? It's like $9. Has anybody heard of this Moscato? This is what it's called. It's very, like, light and sweet. Zenith is here. Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I used to buy wine from Aldi because it had owls on it. I guess it was okay. I don't really drink wine. I just like the bottles. They were really cute. I cook with wine. And she discovers that she can use PayPal on DoorDash.
You can use PayPal on DoorDash.
Okay.
T. I did not know that.
She says something about tips here in a minute. Hey, brosh. 21 plus, yeah.
Why is that's a really high tip?
How much was the tip, girl?
Oh my god, you can't use PayPal for alcohol. That's lame.
All right. As someone who uses DoorDash and drives DoorDash, they default your tip to 20%. You can go lower or you can go higher, but default they start you at 20%. So she doesn't tip 20%. She thought the 20% tip is too high. Uh-huh. All right, Rosee. Tell us again how, workers deserve equal pay or whatever soapbox you got on the other day about tips. You shouldn't order food if you can't afford the tip. Whatever. She probably just deleted the tip altogether. Let's see. She's just looking for some way to drink, isn't she?
I went through all this trouble. But I'm like, I already have, like, stuff I can make mixed drinks here. And I could save myself a good amount of money by just not ordering the wine. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, should I just save the money?
If you're not going to leave a 20% tip, yeah, you should just save the money. Especially on New Year's Eve. These people are busting their asses. New Year's Eve is like one of the busiest days, at nights especially, for DoorDashing. If you're not tipping, your shit's not getting picked up. Because there are so many other orders that we could take that we're not going to bother with your shit if there's not a tip attached. I'm just going to let you know, on New Year's, if you're not tipping, be prepared to wait. Or get cold food, because, yeah, no. Yeah, last minute drink, no less, Nilin. Anyone who gets Grubhub 1 to 2 times a month, I select the lower tip option on the app, and tip the remaining up to 20% in cash. The problem with cash tips, though, is, and I'm not trying to discourage people from tipping in cash, though, is anytime someone says, I'll tip in cash, I automatically know I'm not getting a tip, because, like, literally nobody tips in cash. So, I mean, that doesn't mean nobody does it. I think I got a $5 tip the other day in cash, and it was very nice of that person, but nobody tips in cash these days. And if I see that, and some people put it in the little thing, and will be like, bring it to the door or something like that, or, knock on the door, I'll tip in cash. And even if you do that, they're just like, oh, thanks for the food. And then they close the door in your face. And it's just like, because you're not getting tipped. Just ran over as I listened from across the room while putting a piece of furniture together. I need to say clock that T regarding the tip. Yeah, exactly. Bitching about the tip being too high. And then she's done DoorDash. So, like, she knows the tip is important. So, you don't have an option on your DoorDash to tip? And I mean, I'm not trying to shame people for tipping in cash. I mean, if you want to, if you do actually tip in cash, that's great. But you're like literally 0.00001% of the population who say they're going to tip in cash and then actually tip in cash. So, like, I'm not trying to shame people who tip in cash. I'm just trying to explain to you how that looks from the driver's side, I guess, is where I'm trying to go with that. Because we don't know that cash tips there. And all we see is half the time we don't even see the actual full tip, because DoorDash is sneaky. And that's not your fault. That's DoorDash. I have so many rants about this. But DoorDash uses the tip that the customer provides as a way to entice drivers to even go pick up the food in the first place. So, I mean, if you guys don't like this, you gotta take it up with DoorDash. It's not a driver's problem. It's the DoorDash's problem, because DoorDash just doesn't want to pay the drivers. And so they use y'all to entice us to come pick up y'all's food. And I know they're already charging you guys a fucking arm and a leg in the first place to even put the order in for the fucking food before you even get to the area where they ask you for the tip. So that's why it's so goddamn expensive and why so many people tend to not tip, because they've already put in so much money up to that. Because there's like a fucking delivery fee. Everybody thinks that delivery fee goes to the drivers. We don't see a fucking penny of that. We see, I mean, maybe that's where the $1 to $2.50 that we get paid per delivery comes from. But I know that delivery fee is somewhere between like $12 to $25, depending on what the hell you order and how far it is. We don't see any of that. I mean, again, maybe we see our delivery base pay. I've never seen base pay go higher than maybe $3, and that's a really long drive. I mean, that's a really long drive. And I don't think most people will take that drive because the drive back is ridiculous, and you don't get paid for the drive back. You only get paid for the drive out. So just letting you guys know things, if you didn't know. There is a cash option. Like, we do have the option to accept cash on delivery. We can opt out of it, but there is an option to take cash on delivery. But that also means that we have to carry around like 5s and 1s on us, enough to make change. So, hey, Diary's here. Yes, excellent. Who else snuck in? String Cheese, hello. Pat Ray, hello. Then they should order delivery, not be like that, but you can't afford to tip. Don't order out or order less. Yeah. It is very exploitative. Benjutsu. Juju. Benjuju. I want to say jujitsu when I see your name. I'm not going to lie. She has a difficulty with empathy. Yeah, no. She can't consider that someone else might be annoyed about not getting a tip like she would. She can only think about why she doesn't want a tip. Yeah, exactly. She's got a million excuses for why she's not going to do something. But she's going to stand up on a soapbox and pretend like she's, you know, the champion of DoorDashers
I have caramel turtle
everywhere.
whiskey, and I have vodka that I can mix with stuff. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, this wine sounds great, but it's like, it's going to be after everything over $40. And I'm just like, I don't think that's worth it.
I mean, it is alcohol. Alcohol is expensive. So. Alcohol is expensive, and there's like extra steps to delivering it, so it's a little bit more annoying than the average delivery. And she strikes me as the kind of person who would show up without their fucking ID at the door and be like, can't you just give me the alcohol? No. I literally can't clear the delivery without your fucking ID. Go get your goddamn ID.
Ooh, I forgot! I have this blueberry pomegranate water. Fancy! And I've got one of my Skittles waters. Sparkling water thingy bobbers.
Unless they're from Aldi. These things are good, I think.
I've got different, oh yeah, I've got stuff to make different flavors.
They don't make me make change, Uncomfortable Ginger, only if I'm doing cash on delivery. I mean, because if I go to your house and it's a $15 delivery and you give me a $20, you know, I owe you $5. I mean, it's like any other transaction. But I can opt out, and I do opt out because I just don't want to carry small bills on me. I like to tip in cash because it feels like a higher probability that it will go to the DoorDash than not to DoorDash itself, to the Dasher and not the door. DoorDash legally can't keep the tip. They hide the tip, but they can't keep the tip. So even if they don't show us the full tip, which they do, they have to pay us the full tip at the end of the delivery anyway. So there's a lot of times where well, not that often, but there are times where we'll take an order at a lower price, and then afterwards, they love doing this shit. And then afterwards, when the delivery is complete, they'll show us the full price of the tip, the full payout of the delivery. And like, let's say you tipped $5. We're just going to use round numbers. And the original base pay was $2, and I'm being generous. And I took the delivery at $5, which means they were only showing me $3 of your $5 tip. And so after the delivery and I clear the delivery, they're now showing me that it was a $7 delivery. And they're like, that delivery was $2 more. And it's like, no, you fuckers. It was always a $7 delivery. You just weren't showing me the full tip because you're trying to be sneaky about it. It was always a $7 delivery. Whatever. But, I mean, the only really nice thing about getting cash tips is it's kind of like the lottery, you know, you're like, oh, I got a cash tip because it never happens. And I don't have to put it on, I guess, taxes because I can just pretend like I didn't get cash tips. I guess I don't know how that really works because I literally made $5 this entire year. I'm trying to think. I don't want to lie to you guys, but this entire year that I've been dashing, I have gotten maybe $10 in cash as far as tips. And that's just, in general, I have gotten maybe that much money in cash. People just don't tip in cash. And I don't mind that people don't tip in cash. I'm not like, oh, you should tip in cash. I don't care if you don't tip in cash. Most of the deliveries I do don't even have tips on them because I do earn by time. But what I hate is when people in the delivery instructions, because this is usually where they put it, oh, when you show up, I'll give you a tip. And it's like, I know you're not going to tip my ass. So just don't put it in the fucking instructions because they think if they put that in the instructions, I'm going to like deliver faster or something. I'm not, because I know seeing that you're not going to tip. Everybody knows that. Anyway, you guys should get on the like our DoorDash Dasher Reddit sometime and just read the things we put up with there. Yeah, it's just easier to tip in the app. Hey, Tangerine. It's just easier for most people to tip in the app. But I'm just trying to say, like, I sympathize with people who order DoorDash because I order through DoorDash too. And I know that the fees add up before you even get to the tip. So, like, you're already paying a lot of money before you even get asked to tip the driver. So, I mean, I understand that by the time people get to where their tip is, you know, that 20% tip, you know, you see that extra $4 or $5 that they're asking you to tag on to the end of your order. You've already paid like $30 goddamn dollars just to get like a $5 hamburger. You know, I get why people do it, but you know, it's still, you know, it's still like, you know, do they tax the electronic tips? I assume they do. Oreo jelly. All right, let me put it this way. I'm a 1099, so they don't technically tax anything until I do my taxes. So, yes. Yes, I saw, you missed it, Jessie B. We went over Anna's new telehealth company. It's Amazon. She's doing telehealth for Amazon. I will watch a few YouTube videos of people doing DoorDash. Some of the DoorDash videos are really kind of fun to watch. I watch several Dashers. I was making my own dashing videos, but it's actually harder to make a DoorDash video than you think. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. All right, well, here we are. But anyway, back to this. So I guess she's going to make mixed drinks with flavored water and vodka?
And that's fine. Yeah, I don't need them to fully dissolve. I'm not going to do more vodka. No, I'm not going to waste it.
What'd she put in there?
No, I don't really like to watch sports. Clearly just a girl. Oh, look, it's already changing color. Hold on, it's already changing color. Let me use some friction here.
This is like college freshman shit.
It's already changed color.
She's dissolving Skittles in vodka. Okay. I miss this.
Oh, don't compare me to that person, Frosty. I barely drink.
Who'd you get compared
This is
to?
just like a popular thing that people see done on the internet.
Who'd you get compared to? Who compared you to what? Oh, I can't see it because I don't have the chat up.
Oh, I should have been air frying. Fuck, I forgot to air fry my fucking potatoes.
Oh my god. Look at how
bad
she's
at this.
falling out of her shirt.
Oh, I should have been air frying. Fuck, I forgot to air fry my. Hey, Mariana. Thanks, Chase.
She's not even drunk yet. Look at this. Look at it. This is fucking ridiculous. Her tit is practically out of her shirt. What is this? What are we at? 51.25? Where's my... Again, she is streaming in vertical, y'all. Her tit is basically out of her shirt here. Yeah, her clothes are already falling off. She hasn't even had a drink yet. This is like me in 8th grade freaking out that lifesavers do make a spark when you bite into them. Yeah, the mint ones, the spearmint ones, I think they were. Are you guys talking about and yet her lives aren't the problem with TOS. Yeah. She's maybe she was pre-gaming. I don't know.
Thank you, Abby.
Lefty just wants to be the star. Yeah. Lefty's like, it's my time to shine. Okay. How long was this? 5 fucking hours? Oh my god.
Y'all.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if I'm up for it. But what if I do like a drunk trying to make banana bread video or live?
Yeah, you should totally do that.
I'm pretty mad about it, to be honest.
What are we mad about? So I think what I'm gonna have to do is sit down with these goddamn
Drunk chair workout. Maybe.
transcripts and like.
Right now I'm about to make some steak and twice baked potatoes. But I need to eat first before I drink, so that's what I'm doing. I might make a drink with dinner.
Why are you even wearing a shirt? I mean, pretty mad about it, to be honest. What was she mad about? Or maybe if you're in Europe. I guess comparing them to whoever person that she got compared to that she doesn't drink, so I'll have to like line it up with the chat. Oh, here we go.
I'm actually currently ghosting both of the people I was talking to because I'm pissed off at them. I don't normally ghost people, but I don't feel like I should have to explain why I need to be treated a certain way. I just don't.
Who was she talking to at the beginning of the year? Does anybody remember? Apparently she was talking to 2 people and she just decided to ghost them. Take that! Take that, you! She has to know what she's doing. Oh yeah, with her clothes falling off. Don't give her ideas. People stuck around for this. Drunk XYZ will never be cute. Bubes. She doesn't have a bra on either. Like, she's just hanging it. She's just like flopping around. And just like 2 bags hanging around her neck. Ugh. What was the description? 2 sacks of mud hanging from her neck. That was something else. I shouldn't give Yami ideas. Yami's will put that into a fanfic. Rosee, people cannot read your mind. That's why you have to verbalize your needs. Everybody around her is psychic. Secret squirrel. Well, Fuzzy Buzzy, actually, she hates the fact that people compare her QLR to ALR, supposedly, but supposedly. I wasn't here for this. You weren't here for the boobs hanging out of the red lace shirt. I'm baking them. I'm baking them for a second here right now, like bacon, cheese, bacon, cream cheese, milk, salt, and seasonings. All right, let's see. I want to like keyword search this, but I don't know what to keyword search for. Apparently I could keyword search for potatoes. I don't really want to skim 5 fucking hours of transcript. But well, what's something that she says when she's on a tirade that I could use to help? I could use it to help me, like...
Does anybody know how to make a profile on Hulu?
So much dead air.
Okay. I'll ask her to make a profile for me. Someone has given me their Hulu account, and she had to change her account for some reason. So I lost everything, which sucks.
Why are you
Sorry about this, guys. I've been waiting to hear from her all day. Because there was an issue. Oh my goodness. Is this all fat? That's all fat. Hold on, let me show you guys something. This entire section right here. That's all. This is meat. All of this is fat.
You gonna eat it?
Delicious.
It's not feeder content, though, you guys. This is totally not feeder content. She's totally not sitting here with her literal boobs hanging out, eating food, while staring blankly at the fucking computer. Not feeder content. Not feeder content. Something about Bob's Burgers. Not doing resolutions. I copy and paste the whole transcript into a notepad. It's going to be such a long transcript, though, because it's 5 hours. She was talking to folks online, and I think they ghosted her, but she tried to pretend like she was doing it. Yeah, exactly. My neck and back is killing me, and QLR's chest is making... I know, right? Ooh, wow, Fuzzy Buzzy. 6,000 messages. Nice. She uses I'm pissed. Yeah, that's true. I'm being annoying? Okay. Oh, I searched certain people yesterday, and that was a winner. Oh, good to know. You write that down. I'm pissed is a good one. Certain people, P-E-O-P-L-E. Here we go. I can spell. Oh, I was in your top watched. I got mine back for the Tiny Blue channel, and Amber Lynn was my #1 channel that I watched. I was like, God damn it. To be fair, Kicking Geese was my #2, but it was just like, son of a bitch. Hey, no thanks. She has really packed on the pounds. This was the beginning. This was literally Christmas. No, this was New Year's Eve. This right here. Does she really think she looks good? I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think she has her moments, but I need that kind of confidence. You know, if I had half the confidence these girls have, I would be living a much different life. You binged my retro reacts? I've been noticing that people have been watching my older stuff, probably because I haven't posted anything in 2 weeks. Oh, that reminds me. Has the video downloaded? Yeah, it's done downloading. All right, I'm gonna let this play. Let's find something. Let's find something where she's not shoving food in her mouth. Maybe making a drink. All right, this will be great. She's gonna tell people who. She's as opposed to age restricting her stream where she's going to be drinking alcohol. She's just gonna tell people not to watch.
I'm over the age of 21. It's New Year's Eve. If you're not over 21, don't watch this or drink. Okay, now I was able to fit the rest of that in here. This is really good. This is really tasty. Woohoo! Yes, vodka. The drink matches the fit. Ayo.
I'm sorry, being annoying. That is annoying. That is actually annoying. I'm probably sorry.
Woohoo! 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 Woohoo!
I'm uploading a video right now, you guys.
Thank you, Winter.
So just put up with her for just a quick minute while
I can't
get this
cut
video
it.
going.
It's like hard plastic. This is meant to be able to be used in my Miyokis, and I never use them. Except in cups that don't fit them right. So I just have to like lower the drink. Okay, KB. I'm thinking, guys, I'm gonna like try to finish this drink, and then I'm gonna Google a recipe, and we're gonna try to make banana bread. Excuse me.
Such a lady.
That burp was wild. I'm not gonna have a wardrobe malfunction. You're gross, Sabrina.
You're gross.
Yeah, banana bread is yum.
Your mom's gross.
You made banana bread today? That's lit, Mystic.
What?
I'm getting lit tonight. Hey.
Dark anthropology.
The more brown sugar than white sugar is the key hack to the best in a banana bread ever. I'm not asking compassionate or not. Okay, I'll remember that, Aiden. Banana bread, brown and white sugar. Got it. Banana bread, cookie brownies. That sounds crazy, Doberman. Hell yeah, Feral Mom. I took a tiny piece of an edible gummy and half of a half shot into a full cup of Skittles tropical flavored drink. Hell yeah. I'm actually making Skittles vodka right the fuck now in my fridge for my third drink of the night.
Sometimes
it's a wild color because I didn't separate the Skittles, so the color of the drink's gonna be interesting. But I'm gonna mix it with Skittles water, flavored water that I have. I heard banana bread and I'm resurrected. Thank you, Violet.
God, when was the last time I made an Amber Lynn video?
Hell yeah, bake them brownies, Katie.
Oh my god, when was the last time I made an Amber Lynn video?
I can't wait for it to kick in for you, Michael. I wish I had some edibles. Shit.
Wow.
Infused brownies would also be legit. You have some THC chocolate? Hell yeah. I like how everybody's choosing their own version of getting lit. I wish I had some edibles, man. Fuck. Ooh, am I gonna put nuts in the bread? That's a great question. I don't know. I have pecans?
You have pecans?
Why did I say it like that? Pecans?
She's had one drink. She's had one fucking drink.
Look, either you ride with me or you find me annoying as fuck when I drink. It's like there's no in between.
I find you annoying. Definitely find you annoying.
You wilding out already? Yeah, because I like slammed that whiskey drink. No, this is pecans.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pause you guys on this point, but we're
salad,
committed now, so.
Yeah, I'm getting lit. I have to burp again. Excuse me. I felt that in my nose. Wines don't remind me that I don't have wine. Now I'm sad. Probably want a cracker.
Why am I not surprised she laughs like that?
Pecans.
Alright, we're gonna save that as private for the time being.
Oh, you're fine. I'm laughing right with you.
Are
You sound like Newman from The Simpsons. I don't know. I don't watch The Simpsons like that.
You don't know who the ha-ha guy from Simpsons is? For realsies? Wasn't even this much of a lightweight when I was a teenager and drinking with my sister and brother-in-law in England? Yeah. This is one drink. Maybe she had something else. Maybe I'm being rude. Okay. Why isn't she on the video? Is she hiding? Who, me? No, I just have her rolled up, sorry. She drinks like a teenager. I'm in the UK. Corby was hearing that laugh in her ear. Oh, I know. Can you imagine? Her laugh sounds like Amber. Yeah. But this is before her and Amber are buddies. This is before her and Amber became buddies. No shit, she's faking Jennifer. She's as bad as Amber is. Amber has like half a buzz bob. Guys, I'm so drunk. Hated people like that. Hated it. She. Gonna go to sleep then. Bye, Ben Juju. Thanks for stopping by. She uses drinking as an excuse to be mean. Yes. Calorie Canyon. Sorry, guys. What was the one? Let's go to the one that let's jump around a little. Nope, not to that. Let's jump around a little here. I took a note. Let's go check that out. Nikki said that the one is What a Day. She fights with Amber after Emily's comments. We will come back to the rest of these. 5 hours. There's got to be something good in here. Okay, yeah, she says, I did baptisms for the dead. Da, 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 da. Way, do I ever get hate comments? I'm fat. Of course I get hate comments. I breathe on the internet. Of course I get hate comments. You kidding? Okay, well, let's do that.
Do I ever get hate comments? I'm fat. Of course I get hate comments. I breathe on the internet. Of course I get hate comments. Are you kidding?
That's fair.
Why am I talking like this? I just took on this accent, like, that was... I started talking in, like, a Valley Girl accent, and I didn't stop. Yeah, so, like, if you're not Mormon, and, you die, your family can, like, submit your name to be baptized for the dead, so that way you get the chance to go to heaven, because otherwise you're in purgatory forever, according to the Mormons. Excuse me, or something like that, I don't know. I'm a closeted freaky Catholic who learned about the idea of Mormons and is... It called... Oh, whoa, Zaza, chill.
Oh,
you like the Valley Girl? Dude, all that stuff going on with Oh Lordy, It's Jordy and Amber and, like, Tommy and everything, I probably shouldn't be talking about it, especially because I've been drinking, but, like, holy shit, dog. Tommy and everything, I probably shouldn't be talking about it, especially because I've been drinking, but, like, holy shit, dog. That's crazy. I have opinions, but I'm gonna keep them to myself. Actually, I'm not gonna keep them to myself. Y'all know me. I'll let it slip before the end of the night. Anyway, banana bread. We gotta find that banana bread recipe. Can we talk?
All right, since I know she's done that. Never mind.
Enter. Just twist my arm, why don't you?
Okay. Is she really 550 pounds? No.
Like, Jordy had to block Amber out of his chat because she was fucking spiraling about a leaked video. And what's really, really fucked up is I saw some shit on Twitter. And it's so confusing on, like...
She's
first
fed up,
of all,
by the way.
her blaming that Erica girl on it is an obvious cover-up to the fact that, like, I saw the receipts. Tommy was selling those videos, which is wild.
All right, first off, you accusing Tommy of doing it without any evidence doesn't mean Tommy wasn't doing it. I'm not defending Tommy. I'm just saying you have as much evidence that Tommy was doing it as Amber has that Erica was doing it. Just saying.
That's insane. So the question is, did Amber know?
Purgatory has Benny and Garth.
And if they really did it,
I don't mind Purgatory.
They did it really badly. Like, and this guy was someone who, like, I've sold content before from, like, a Google Drive. Like, I did that for years. In case you don't know that, I did, and I left.
Yeah, we know. You were the biggest, bestest adult content seller of Nom Nom Yummy Times before you decided to break away from adult feeder content. Yes, we remember. You were the highest grossing girl. Yes, you know.
Left, and I'm glad I stopped doing
It's
it.
monetized.
I don't agree with it.
Days.
Blah 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 blah. So I know a bit about this. And I know a bit about that world, and it's so interesting because the only reason the feeders, like, sold out the content and leaked it was because they didn't send it to everybody who paid for it. And it's just crazy to me that they thought that they could get away with that. And it's like, I'm trying to understand why Amber would agree to it in the first place, unless, honestly, Emily just manipulated the shit out of her.
Well, obviously. I love how she just talks with authority from her whole chest with no fucking evidence. No fucking humility. No awareness that she might be wrong or she could just be giving her opinion. She never at any point does she stop and be like, but this is just my opinion.
This is just what I think. No, it's always just, this is fucking fact. I know. No, you don't. Not only do you not know, but you don't have evidence. And this is an accusation. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Emily. Nobody fucking likes Emily, okay? And I don't like Erica either. I think she's stupid as well. So, like, I don't like anybody who's involved in this conversation that we are currently having. But, like, you don't have any more evidence that Tommy did it than Amber has that Erica did it. So, just maybe calm your tits? I just,
No, Tommy or Emily never hit me up, thank God. They've got such rank vibes. They're such a, like...
This is prior to her hitting Emily up. So Emily's got rank vibes, but yet, not even a month later, you're going to be all up in Emily/Tommy's Instagram trying to get their attention. Mostly you're trying to do it so that you can get Amber in your DMs going crazy on you so that you can then try to use those DMs to get clout. It doesn't work, and you get pissed off because now you're under the microscope in girl world. But this was all this year. All of that happened this year. That's all been 2025. It feels like it has been so much longer, but that has all just been this year. Anyway, but here on New Year's Eve, she's talking about how rank Tommy/Emily is. And knowing the future, I know she's going to be up in Tommy/Emily's fucking Instagram, sympathizing with Tommy/Emily, basically so that she, in my opinion, so that she can get Amber's attention because she knows that'll set Amber off so that she can get clout for having DMs from Amber.
No one in this situation is good. Yeah, no, nobody here is good. Nobody in this situation is good. And no one person is better than the other in this situation. It's just like, let's just play the cards the way they're meant to be played here. Let's not add shit where it doesn't need to be added. It just makes it look worse. Rosie thought she had a chance with Fed Bunny. I don't know, but it certainly doesn't look good, her doing that. Her hope by being friendly, she would never get the criticism. She was stupid in her hubris. Yeah, exactly. I gotta turn my light off, guys. It's hurting my eyes. Ooh. Yeah, her antics never worked. Mark Shepard was number 3 in cameos and you were tempted. I gotta get my Christmas tree up.
They're so devious and manipulative. They are, in my opinion, to me, a Death Eater.
I don't know what I can have in my videos anymore. I don't know if that's gonna get my live hit.
Hello. Emily is a dark energy. I don't fuck with her.
That aged well. Where's it? Where'd it go? Put that on the notes. Oh, I just want the whole line. It's gonna be the whole ass line there. All right, keep going. You're good. I'm sorry I stopped you.
Emily is a dark energy. I don't fuck with her. A long time ago I tried to warn Amber and she did not have it and has since basically embraced the whole like feederism thing. Emily and Tommy are the same person. It's really dark.
It's really dark.
They hit me like a good time, Michael. She's so dark-sided. That's what I'm saying, Carmina. It's like really... I don't know if... Like, because her being so quiet right now and her not addressing the receipts about Tommy selling it is really wild to me. It was like really early on when the receipts first came out that Emily was a feeder. I reached out to her because I have a direct connection to her DMs, so we don't follow each other, but she messaged me when my channel was brand new and told me she thought I was like pretty or whatever, and I was like, I'm a Zachary Michael fan, I'm not anymore, but at the time I was. And
did Tommy reach out to you when your channel was new? Did she really? I don't know. Oh, we're about to talk about it, Zachary Michael here. As long as I don't have her eating, I think we skipped over it. I think she took 2 little bites. I don't think that's going to get me in trouble. Yeah, diary. She cleaned her stove and then her bare shoulders with the same rag. Yeah, yeah. She's our clean girl. Watch. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. What words? You know, several of my lives have been restricted, not demonetized, just restricted, which effectively makes them demonetized. But it's just my lives. None of my videos have been hit yet. So, not too worried about it. Somebody asked when did QLR come onto the scene? That's a complicated question because she scrubs her content. I mean, scrubs her content periodically to make her content appear younger than it is. She has been around for a while, but this current incarnation of Rosee is about 2, maybe 3 years old. And when she came onto the girl world scene, this version of her, she declared herself, I shit you not, declared herself the new queen of girl world. I am not joking when I say Rosee kicked in the door of girl world because she wanted to be part of it that badly. And that's why whenever she pulls this shit of, I never wanted to be part of girl world, it's like, bitch, you busted in like Kool-Aid Man. Like, you wanted to be part of girl world so badly, you preemptively declared yourself the new queen of girl world. So, tell me again how you didn't want to be part of girl world? Which a lot of people bring up whenever she pulls that shit. But as to exactly how long she's been on the scene, I can't answer that question for you. Nikki T might be able to answer that a little bit better. But as far as this incarnation of her, it's only been maybe 3 years at max. When Rachel and Rosee talk about how awful Tommy is, just sounds like they're into psychopathy. And know that it turns perverts on when you say how shocking and awful they are to normal people. Just got a message I need to check. Who's you from? Do I need anything from the store? Last time I asked for fruit, it was nasty. I need lettuce for sandwiches and a nice slicing tomato. What else is good on a tomato? And if they have dill hummus, that would be good. Okay, cool. My partner's at the store. She's been active since 2014 trying to do Pizza Girls related content. That means something. I don't know what that means. But some of y'all know what that means. To look at her older content, it was boring and had no direction before she killed it. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't say she was doing well. I just said she was here. She didn't even upload her Biggest Loser YouTube instead to host on Venmo. Okay. Yeah, so people can answer that question a little bit better than I can. That's one of the reasons we're kind of starting to do this here. Anyway.
And, I was like, sorry, I'm a Zachary Michael fan. I'm like, I'm not a fan of you, babe, basically.
She but she messaged me when my channel was brand new and told me all right, are you talking about Amber would message you and told you she thought you were hot? Because I don't think so. Hang on, selling it was really wild to me. It was like really early on when the receipts first came out that Emily was him. I reached out to her being Amber. I actually have a direct connection to her DM. Okay, so she's name dropping Amber. Like, we don't follow each other, but she messaged me when my channel was brand new and told me she thought I was like pretty or whatever. She's saying Amber hit on her? She's trying to say that Amber hit on her? Really? Does Amber know that Amber hit on her? Interesting. Interesting. And I was like, I'm a Zachary Michael fan. I'm not anymore, but at the time I was, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm a Zachary Michael fan, and I'm not a fan of you, babe, basically. But I was like nice to her. Oh, that was so nice of you to be nice to Amber. I'm sure she really needed that boost from you. Look at her looking up in the... Here, okay. I know you guys, half of you like when I do this and half of you don't, so just FYI, we're going to talk about nonverbal language here. So, according to Observe, decent channel for this kind of stuff, the positioning of the eyes during conversation is not accurate with nearly half the population. So, it is not reliable. However, there has been a study done that shows when trying to recall information, people do tend to look off to the side and their eyes will narrow. That is the important detail, the narrowing of the eyes. When you look off and you try to recall something, your eyes tend to narrow and you tend to look off of center, right? I don't tend to look at you and squint. I'll squint off to the side, right? Her eyes are off to the side. They are off of center. I thought she meant Emily too, Ruby, but if you follow that sentence, she's talking about Amber. But if you follow her eyes are not squinting, which would mean to me, drawing a inference here, if squinting means recollection, then the widening of the eye would mean the opposite. To me, that's how I am interpreting it. I can be wrong. I can be very wrong. All right? Her eyes are not huge. So for them to be larger than they are squintier means that she's not recalling. To me. You like the nonverbal, you're just bad at it? I mean, Observe is a great channel to watch, and so is the behavioralist panel. And actually, those 4 guys... boy, they got pedigrees. So, though one of those dudes, his books are like fucking like reading like engineering manuals. I don't know how people get through that crap. And I've read books on body language. I'm just like, Jesus God, could you get someone else to write your book? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. My point being, I think she's making this up completely.
I was like, sorry, I'm a Zachary Michael fan. I'm like,
look how big her eyes are.
I'm not a fan of you, babe, basically. But I was like nice to her, then she got kind of weird about it.
Okay, then she's blinking. All right, so when she does look down and she's over here and she does squint her eyes, she blinks a lot. And the guys on the behavioralist panel say that the blinking is a way of like resetting. It doesn't necessarily mean dishonesty. It just means that you're over processing, or you're trying to process quickly, or you're resetting because you're trying to get back to a base point.
And then I tried to warn her, and she was just like, Emily is not a feeder. And then she goes on making all this like feeder-ass content.
And the rolling of the eyes is what you think it is. It's a dismissive thing. Here's the deal. Most people 70% of the time can pick up what your body language is putting down without any kind of formal training. Which means most people can read body language without any kind of training. Most people, right? Caveat. So when you see her roll her eyes and you're like, oh my God, she's being a dismissive B word. Yes, you're right. She is.
Oh, I'm not triggered, Allie. I'm good. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, the whole side of the internet's gross. Anyway, banana bread.
The whole start of the internet is gross? What? All right, yeah. We're gonna pretend like we're gonna talk about banana bread. All right. Well, that was fun. All right.
Interesting. So I was like, could this be someone else be pretending to be Tommy? But I was like, if you use the app, it automatically updates to like your actual location. But I think if you use the web browser, you can fake location. It's been so many years now, I don't remember.
I don't know what app we're talking about. I'll have to go back and check.
It's been so long, I just don't remember. For sure. But I was thinking about that earlier. Because I think it was really her. But the question...
You think it was really her, but what's your evidence that it was really her? Ums and ahs are verbal pauses instead of the laundry. So that's really going to have to be an individual thing. And again, I haven't really studied her hard enough. I've only really started paying attention. So it might be one of her tells. I think I probably shouldn't be saying this. Yeah, that's definitely one of her fucking tells. Nikki T. Because I say and ah a lot. But that's because I'm thinking. Most people will. Americans apparently say a lot. So that's just like an American thing. There we go. See? YouTube, you made me take away my history. Can you please stop putting me on top chat? Pro Stalker Roz over here. Yeah.
The question is, did Amber know? And honestly, I'm not sure she did. Because I just don't think... I don't think so. But I think she's so dedicated to, like, her relationship, so she just fucking, like, do it anyway. I don't know.
She's sped up. I have her at 1.5 time. Just letting you know.
Yeah, so, like, that's the thing is, she might have known for the simple fact that she played up the whole, like, oh, hee tee hee reaction. But her backpedaling was weird. Agreed, just a girl. I know, right, Feral Mom? Excuse me.
Why is she so gross? I don't understand. This is what I don't get about Rosee. She's so fucking uncouth, uncivilized, and just in general unmannered and gross. I don't get it. It's not even like she's trying to be anti-feminine or like one of the guys. It's not even like that. It's like she's just fucking gross. Right? She has parents. They don't seem to be like this. It's like she was literally raised by like the caricature of a caveman. She burps like a frat boy. She rubs her fingers up her nose and in her ear and then through her hair and her eyes. She all but sucks on them afterwards. She rubs these towels across grossness. She sneezes and blows her nose into these fucking towels and then wipes her countertops with them. Like, it's an unconscious thing. She's just fucking foul. And I don't get it. Where does it come from? It's just... I have never met, and I know this is going to come out slightly sexist, and I'm very sorry for what I'm about to say, but I do not encounter women very often who act like this, who are not doing it on purpose. And usually there's a reason for it, right? But this fucking disgusting ass burping that she does, the stupid fucking hiccups that she does, the weird constantly touching her inner ears, the sides of her nose and up in her nose, and like running her shit through her hair and then touching her food with her bare fucking hands without washing it, the dirty rags. It's like it just seems to be second nature for her, which means she just does it. You know, I don't know. Wolves have better manners, T-Cat Bird, which is why I didn't go there. Feeders love this crap? They must. Yeah, she has no decorum. Like, can you imagine going out in public and eating out in public with her? She eats with her fucking hands. Can you imagine being out in public with her? She's a pick-me, but not a pick-me-up.
Frog Barge says, I'm fine with doing gross shit like belching in front of my husband in inner circle, but not in a million years would I do that in front of the general public. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't burp. And I'm not going to pretend like I don't burp like that, but not where I know other people can hear me. They're not Amber's rags. Ugh. Tiny Ranch should be its own channel. Look, man, I'm just saying, like, I have a limit, all right? Tension, even a negative attention, is better than none in Rosie's book. It must be. Asserting dominance. Oh, you think so? To her, this is how the men in her life behave. So this twisted way, so it's twisted way to dominate the crowd and keep attention. Interesting, Land Designer. That's a good, interesting point. Huh. I didn't really, yeah, yeah, I can see it. And String Tease says, this is for everyone to see. Can you imagine how gnarly she is when the camera's off? I know. Nikki, I only burp at cam like that. Yeah. I know, we all have people that we're willing to act this way in front of. I mean, most of us. But like, dude, I don't even burp like that in front of my partner. And we've been together for 17 years. I would never burp in front of my partner like that. If I did, I would be mortified afterwards. He'd probably think it's hilarious, but I would be mortified. No, it's fine. I mean, even in, and I'm not saying like, okay, the hands thing. I apologize. There are cultures that eat with their hands. One of my good friends is one of those. But there's a method to it, for one, and for two, they wash their fucking hands. It's not the same thing as just like fat grabbing the food and into your face, which is what she does. She just like face palms food into her face with her hands. Or recently she's started wearing like surgical gloves, which is something else I don't understand. Like, there's like a method to eating with your hands in almost every culture I've ever seen that does it. Because there's manners in every culture. There's manners, even cultures that have a tradition of eating with their hands. All right? I would imagine if you showed cultures that eat with their hands the way she fucking eats with hers, they would probably be equally horrified. I would love to show the people how she eats with her hands, because I just want to get their opinion. I just want them to be like, so, anyway. Yeah, there's certain words, unfortunately, y'all, there's certain words we can't use anymore. Yummy eating fun times is one of them. Probably shouldn't be swearing either, but that's one I gotta work on. So, that's why she was forced to use gloves, because of her dirty fingers. She got her family sick. I believe that. I know her brother got tired of finding her hair in his food, which is probably another reason why he's not into eating her cooking. Sorry, Nillian, I'll stop with the talking about the hands. I apologize. Yeah, secret. I'll apologize if I burp by myself too, but it's not, if I'm by myself, I'm still gonna burp. Anyway. But anyway. All right. I just don't understand it. It just drives me nuts. And this is why I say she's not Southern. And maybe that's just me being a little like ethnocentric there with the whole like she's not Southern because she's burping like that. If my grandmother had heard me burp like that, she'd have backhanded me into a wall. And I'm not exaggerating. I swore in front of my grandmother once and she went, yeah. And I was just like, oh shit. I will never do that again. Once I swore in front of my grandmother. That never happened. None of us kids swore in front of our grandmother. I think we all swore in front of her once. And we all got
the look of death, and we never did it again. Yeah. Let's see. She's going on about somebody here. I think she's talking about one of maybe people she's ghosting.
But he's gone too far sometimes, and I really didn't like how
She's talking about Jordy again.
Thank you, Sammy. Do I like? Thank you, Sammy. Do I like Jordy as a channel? I have mixed opinions about Jordy. I can see why people like him and why he's entertaining, but he's gone too far sometimes. And
sorry if I got everybody all riled up.
I really didn't like how he handled the Erica situation initially. I really didn't like it. I felt it was really
At least
gross.
not a bell. Exactly, uncomfortable ginger.
There was a time where, like, initially there was potential of us talking, and then we ended up not talking, and I ended up deciding that he never reached out to me anyway. But I ended up deciding it wasn't a good idea.
You were talking to Jordy? Oh yeah, because don't forget that Rosee spent, I want to say roughly something like half a year to a year shopping herself around to all the reaction channels, trying to make friends with all of the different reaction channels, trying to sell herself as like an authority on adult happy yum times. And she kept wanting us to interview her and use her as a source so that she could effectively be on our channels. And I felt like she was trying to get control of us, control of the narrative around her, by being our friend. And I know she was reaching out to small channels as well as large channels. So her saying that she was talking to Jordy, I mean, she might have been messaging Jordy and Jordy might have been ignoring her, but I mean, you saw how she acted around Zachary Michael because Zachary Michael shared their DMs. So she doesn't understand that Jordy plays a character and no, Jordy is not interested in you. He just doesn't like you like that.
Before then. So, I don't know. It's like, he gets that bag. Good for him. You know what I mean? But
and she wanted that bag
I don't know.
so
I don't really
bad.
watch his channel unless there's like major drama going on and I want to see it directly from the source. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, Julie. I can understand why people find him entertaining, but I'm not hating though. Sorry, Melody. We're talking about girl world stuff.
Sure sounded like you were hating. After she leaked DMs from Amber, she begged to go up on Jordy's channel. I bet she did. She really thought she'd done something there with the DMs from Amber. She really thought she'd done something special there, and it's just...
Whew, man. I think I drink a lot in a short amount of time. I'm not doing a house tour. God, it was so long ago. What Erica did was so disgusting. I don't like Amber, obviously. But what Erica did...
Where was that? But now she's my best friend that ever friended.
To Amber, I can say confidently is one of my worst fears of being on the internet. Someone pretending to like be in love with you as a joke, and I think at some point it became not pretend. But to like do that to somebody and take it to that extent and to buy such expensive gifts and to take the joke that far is deplorable beyond any fathomable nature. Like, it is actually one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen happen to anybody on the internet, and watching people enjoy it as entertainment was...
I love when she gets on one of her high fucking horses. Rosee and Rachel really thought leaking DMs would make them girl world heroes, and it backfired. To be fair, though, yes, I agree with you. However, with Rachel, it was working. If Rachel hadn't got caught saying shit like I wiped my tears with banknotes, she would have been fine. Well, and, got caught paying Emily for, information. But I think even that, she could have weathered that if she hadn't got caught being busy in the Discord. The poor horse. Think of the horse.
What's hilarious is that Amber and Emily were still together. Rosee helped spread their narrative. Yeah.
Somehow worse. Because it wasn't entertaining. It made me cry. When I found out what happened, I was on live stream. I remember it vividly. I cried.
Really? I need to see that. When you found out what happened with Erica and Amber, you were on live stream and you cried. I need to find that then. Pat Ray says, yeah, when she really was dropping in like a celebrity offering to go up on stage, and Jordy couldn't have been less interested. Nobody was interested, honestly. Nobody except Obese to Beast and Michelle McDaniel, which is unfortunate because having those two creators make videos about her really inflated her fucking ego. And that's why she won't touch smaller channels now, because we're not real creators. She's even gone on record saying shit like that. Because Michelle McDaniels and Obese to Beast, they're more like, what did she call them? They're more like documentary channels. They're not just, I forget what she called us. Basically, yellow rags. Don't quote me on that one. Anyway, trying to say trash magazines, but she's just. I really wish both. Well, Obese to Beast will never do it, but I wish Michelle McDaniels would look back on Rosee and see where Rosee's at now, and like do a takesy backsy video, because I don't think she really wants to have her name behind Rosee. He did interview her before the most scandalous stuff. I mean, yeah, but if he had done any kind of real research into her, he would have been, all right, he should have been cautious about doing that kind of an interview with her. Compulsive Ambler says it was misrepresentation of what she was doing and why, like pretending it was all for DV victims and that brought Rachel down. IMO. Not what she did, but how misleading she was going about it. I know there are people that didn't like that aspect of it, and I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is, numbers wise, her videos were doing really well. And as far as YouTube's concerned, that's all that matters. So when I say she was getting away with it, I mean, like, you know, like, whatever. Or when I say she was doing well, I mean the videos were performing. Whether people liked what they were watching or not is another story. People were watching and people were interacting with the video. And again, as far as YouTube's concerned, that's all that matters. So even if you're just going in there, even if you're leaving a comment to tell her how much you hate her, you're still interacting with the video, and YouTube counts that as a positive. So, I mean, I know there are people that are still going onto Rachel's comment section just to leave comments. They're not even watching the videos. They're just leaving comments on the videos. But it's counterproductive because YouTube's still counting that as engagement with the video. So you're still giving Rachel engagement, even if she deletes the comment. So Obese to Beast has criticized Rosee since. I don't watch him enough, so if he has... and I don't watch Michelle McDaniels as much as I used to either, so she may have said something now, too. I feel like Michelle should have did more... yeah, exactly. Michelle... I feel like both her and Obese to Beast should have done more research before platforming. So... you and Cam are going to do a critique of Obese to Beast not taking the L. Good. Be careful. As much as I don't like his apparent support of Rosee, he's got a huge audience. Yeah, that's all I really want from them, Pat Ray. I wish they would acknowledge they platformed another Amber Lynn and inadvertently helped promote dangerous content. Yeah, that's really all I want. I just want them to be like, oops,
And that's, I mean, really, I mean, I had videos of support out for her too, and I'm very upfront about it. But, you know, I don't think I'd even broken 10K at that point, and I took them down. So, yeah, it's unfortunately like that though, Laurel. It's engagement is engagement, and it doesn't mean you like what you're engaging with. I mean, shit, YouTube, if you hover over a fucking video and it does that autoplay thing, YouTube counts that as a view. They don't count it as a full watch, but they count it as a view. So, you know, I think Rosee believes the arrogance shows her confidence. Yeah, probably Tally yo. That's cute. Yeah, I get that, Wom. I get that he's trying to support people who are trying to do better their lives with weight loss. I just think there's a point where he needs to be like, yeah, I thought she was doing the thing and she's not doing the thing. I don't want him to get on here and tear her down. That's not what I want at all. I just want him to be like, she's not doing what I thought she was doing. Yeah, I'm not worried about you, Nikki. Small channels calling out large bullshit creators is why we're pretty much all here. Yeah. Hey, Dainty Hernia. Let me tell you what. I recently called Hannah Alonso out for shit. And yeah, let me tell you what. When their fans find you, it's a little painful. So, you're allowed to say anything you want as long as it's not about their favorite creator. And then suddenly you're the fucking devil. John borders on positivity like Anna does. Yeah, I don't really have anything against Obese to Beast. I think I stopped. Why did I stop watching? I don't know. I think I just got bored with his content, to be honest with you guys. I don't really have anything personally against it. It just, I go through phases, and I just stopped watching John's content, honestly. But I do feel like I feel like he can be a little too soft on, especially the girls. And I'm not looking for him to be mean. I'm not looking for him to like cuss and swear and drag the girls. I really don't want him doing that, honestly. But I don't like when he's bending over backwards to say positive things, because sometimes there's just nothing positive to say. To be fair, though, I don't watch every video of his, and I haven't watched him regularly in at least 2 years. So if he does have videos out where he's a little bit more critical, I haven't seen them. So it's not entirely fair for me to say that he doesn't make those kinds of videos, because he very well might. I just haven't seen them. But around the time that I stopped watching him, he wasn't making that kind of content. And that's kind of why I stopped watching. So that's the caveat there. I stopped watching because I didn't like the tone of his content when it came to the girls. That may have changed since I stopped watching, and I just don't watch. But like with Michelle McDaniels, I don't watch every video she puts out, because sometimes the topics, and the same thing with Obese to Beast, sometimes the topics just aren't things I care about, and I just don't want to watch that video. You know, and then other times I want to watch because it sounds funny, or especially with her, the costume that she's put on looks really cool, and I just want to see the costume, and then I get sucked into the video. You know, but I don't religiously watch all of their stuff, and I haven't done that in a long time, and it has nothing to do with their videos on this one. He repeats himself too much. Well, see, I don't know, because I really haven't watched. Yeah, and I don't think any YouTuber should be above being commented on. I don't think any YouTuber should be above criticism. I mean, shit, people criticize me all the time, so I don't engage with it because I don't want to ruin my mental health, but What's the Hannah Alonso tea? I did a video, and I need to get back to making the videos, but I did a video on her rage bait video that she did, because I was going over her influencer insanity videos because I like them. Lo and behold, I like the videos, but in the rage bait videos, there's a whole section on like food, and she was really tearing into people for what she perceived was food rage bait. And honestly, it wasn't, or maybe it was. There was one woman who clearly was doing it, but there were several women who were making what just looked like casseroles. And I'm going to say something that's going to piss at least half of you off. Y'all people on the coast don't seem to know what a fucking casserole is. And they can get pretty creative. And one of the women was making a casserole out of the big pastas, the big round pastas that are hollow. And she was taking that and putting a whole ass hot dog in there. And then she lined the casserole dish with that. And then she dumped she dumped canned chili on top of it. And I forget what else. And then there was like, she basically made chili dog casserole. And Hannah was like, oh my God, this is like an abomination upon God. And I was just like, you need to chill the fuck out. Because most of the Midwest eats casseroles. And this is not, other than everything came out of a can. Because literally everything came out of a can. There wasn't a single homemade item in that casserole. Which is also not unusual for a casserole. Other than that, there was nothing wrong with that casserole. But Hannah was convinced that that was some kind of rage bait recipe. And I was just like, it's a casserole. You need to chill the fuck out. And I made a little 1 minute clip. I don't even think it was a 1 minute clip for it. And people were literally leaving comments on there. One person was like, you can make a video about anyone except Hannah. Okay. Cool. It's just like, I need to make a video about this thing specifically. And the crazy part is like people were accusing me of like attacking Hannah. And I'm like, well, if you watch the whole video, I'm not. I just don't agree with her on this point. I like Hannah. I like Hannah's content. I've watched Hannah's content for years. But you're attacking me over a 1 minute clip from an hour-long video that you're not going to bother to go watch to get the full context of. Which one of us is being the bigger idiot here? And the video's linked to that short. So it's not like it's a hard video to go find. But anyway, now I'm complaining. There's nothing wrong with Hannah. Like, I like Hannah's videos. That's why I'm reacting to them. But, and the other really funny thing is the video that I did prior to that about Hannah was the one that she had done about the really rich influencer lady. I forget what her name is, but Hannah made a video basically talking about how awesome this one rich influencer chick is, and like how she's not like any other influencer out there, and yada yada yada. And she was just clearly starstruck by this woman, and I was just like, okay, well, I get why people were a little upset about this video, because Hannah's not doing what Hannah usually does when she goes after influencers, and she's clearly a little starstruck, and she's clearly, promoting this woman because she likes her. And it's very evident in this video. And Hannah got a lot of flack for that video. Like, she got a lot of criticism for it. And it was okay that I was criticizing her there. And I wasn't even criticizing her. I was just like, okay, well, I see why people are upset. I wasn't even being critical of Hannah. I was just going, okay, well, I see why people got upset about this video, because this is not how Hannah's videos typically are. But it was okay for me to do that then, because then I was agreeing with everyone. But I was just like, all right, so it's a very double standard thing. As long as I agree with you when you're criticizing her, it's okay. But if I say something when it's not okay to criticize her, now I'm the devil and I'm just riding her coattails. Cool. So anyway, now I really am just ranting at this point. Yeah, the parasocial is strong. And that's why I want to make a video about it, because it really is an excellent example of parasocial. But Good night, Rex. Thanks for sticking around. I actually am going to get off here. I really did just want to kind of scrub through this. There is some good stuff in here, this video here, because she's ranting about, this is the early Amber Emily meltdown. And I do want to finish uploading this video so you guys have something to watch today. And you were offended by Hannah's comments. You think Hannah's never been for? I don't think she has either. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think she needs to, like, realize that. Like, not be a dick about it. And that's all I said. I didn't even say it like that. I was being very nice about it. But I do rant. I know. You've died 7 times in game. Sorry. Yeah, Hannah doesn't like casseroles, and she seems to think that there's some kind of rage bait. Well, they're just casseroles. Like, have you never had tuna casserole? You don't want to come to my house, because I love tuna casserole. I make the shit out of casserole here. It's just easy. Do you like lasagna? Lasagna's a casserole. Anyway. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'm going to go. I need to start dinner. Actual dinner. It's not a cat. Well, maybe it will be. I don't know. I don't have anything planned. Maybe I will make tuna casserole. I have the ingredients for it. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. This has been fun. I will do the rest of this by myself and figure that out. But oh no, Saint Minotaur. If you've made it this far in the chat, go ahead and leave a hat down in the comment section. Lasagna is a savory cake. That's fair. I can see that too. Too quick. Yeah, no, I really just wanted to do a quick little research thing. Get started on this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put a video out this month, but maybe next year I can, being January next month, I can get a Rosee year in review video out. And, you know, I don't know. I think it'll just be kind of interesting to see what Rosee did through 2025. But Jesus, I didn't realize she had so many lives. And they're all like somewhere between 3 and 5 hours each. Thank God for transcripts. But yeah, and that was the other thing, Nikki. I was going to hit you up and be like, because I know some of the videos are missing, and maybe if you've got some highlights that you think would be good for me to focus on, that would be great too. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Throw a hat in the chat if you've made it this far. And yeah, if any of you can think of a moment in Rosee's 2025 that you think is important for me to check, let me know. And I will definitely add it to my list of things to make sure of. And if you know the name of the video, that is even more helpful. And I will see everybody when my video posts. So I'll see everybody later. Bye. As soon as I pull up